You are now tuning into Out the Box Radio Show. Entertainment at its best. Hot topics, games, and unforgettable interviews. Welcome to the show.
Right now on Vacation Creation, it's a Caribbean adventure.
As a deserving young man and the best friend who has always been there for him, come together to celebrate a new chapter in life.
It's not about just helping other people, it's about helping a child in need, and that's going to be my next journey in life.
We'll soar to new heights.
So taking that first step out, it was like taking a leap of faith.
Go Justin! Go Tommy! And plunge into the deep blue sea to give these two best friends a trip they will never forget.
Looking down into the water was like a whole nother world.
And it's all coming up right now on Vacation Creation.
We're so glad to have you.
Exactly.
Thank you. Now, Justin, we saw you guys' video, and you are so involved in the community in so many different ways. How'd that come about?
Yeah, well, I've honestly been very active in my community since I was, and I've always wanted to have like a helping hand. So when I was younger, I started volunteering a lot at different charities, different organizations to kind of get my feet wet and see how it feels to help people. When you help people and you're successful at it, you can see their outcome. You can see what you've done to help them. And that feeling is what sticks with me every time.
Like, he will go, like, to the end of the earth to help anybody, and it doesn't really matter, you know, who you are. If he sees that you need that help, that's what exactly he's going to do.
Well, you're about to be a big role model for one specific person. You're about to become a father, right? Yes.
The most exciting part of my life right now, absolutely. It's not about just helping other people, it's about helping a child in need, and that's going to be my next journey in life with this adoption.
We are live, Out the Box Radio Show. First of all, let me get his name right. This gentleman to my left, your right, is Maher Ahmed.
Why'd you have to point at the hair, though?
Because that's the only way I remember your name. I've been calling him Maher for about a year. Oh, that rhymes, though. So Maher Ahmed is here with us today. He's actually my special guest. He's going to be interviewing with us on Out the Box Radio Show in just a little bit of time. But before we get into the interview, I want to talk about the clip that we just showed.
Yes.
Vacation Creation. So on my show, on our show, my co-hosts are going to be here next week. Out the Box Radio Show, we talk a lot about what happens behind the scenes with reality television and production in general. Yep. I don't know if you knew that. I know you've seen some episodes. Let's get right into it because I've been waiting to showcase this conversation itself for about 8 months.
I love it. I was so excited when you went on that show and I saw those clips. I was like, ooh, I have a famous friend.
It was on ABC. It was not famous, honey. Okay, so let me ask you, aside from the clip that you just saw, what was your favorite part of the episode?
I loved the conversation about when you were gonna adopt a kid.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
The emotional side.
Yeah. I love the emotional scenes. You always bring the tears out of me.
I do. But you know what's crazy, though, is they actually left out the part where I really did start bawling my eyes out.
Well, that's what they do. That's one sucky thing about reality TV is that there's a 40-minute scene and you get to see 2 minutes of it.
Right.
You know? And they usually cut out the best parts.
Exactly. I was so pissed.
Yeah.
So I will say this because I do have friends who are in production for that show and they do watch Out the Box Radio Show. So I'm not going to say nothing bad about the production. The crew was amazing. We had a lot of fun. But let me just be honest. I'm going to be real. And y'all know me to be real. So I'm not going to hold nothing back. It was some bullshit. Because we filmed for 6 days on the cruise. This is my first time going on a cruise. Mind you, I didn't pay anything, obviously. They paid for my ticket, they paid for my passport, because I didn't have a passport. They paid for all that, which was like, woohoo, amazing, right? So I go on this 6-day cruise, and I get to enjoy maybe about 2 hours of it myself. Of my time.
Because camera crew was around the whole time?
Absolutely. So, yes, when you're filming, and as you know, because Maher is actually a producer, so when you're filming, you film nonstop for 12 to 14 hours sometimes. And, of course, they're going to edit it down to, like, 5 minutes of footage if you're lucky for each scene, which is absolutely insane. So I'm trying to enjoy myself with my best friend on this cruise, who you guys saw in the clip. And literally, the camera people and the producers are knocking on our door every morning at 6 o'clock on our cabin, on our door, waking us up to get ready. And you know I take a long time to get ready.
Yes, you do.
Don't wake me up and say, let's start filming, bitch. I'm gonna jump in the ocean and leave your ass behind. I'm not filming nothing until I get my face ready, my hair ready, and my clothes, and my outfit, everything. I'm not doing it.
Well, that's the one sucky thing is that like you want to enjoy this whole cruise, but it's kind of like you're working.
Right.
You know?
It is, absolutely.
You get to enjoy probably not even half of that experience.
None of it. And so I will say, I didn't get a chance to really, I wanted to do a blog about it, but I never got a chance to because I didn't want to bash anybody on the series. But I will say 2 things. One, I planned my outfits accordingly because the producer told me to bring at least 2 outfits for every day. So I brought more. I brought about 12 outfits total, and 12 or 13. And I purposely went out and bought about $200 or $300 worth of new clothes because I was so excited to wear them. Obviously, you know, on TV you can't wear brands. Like, I couldn't wear this, I couldn't wear this. I got you. I understand. I know. I'm not stupid. Okay, so I packed it accordingly. I get there. I pick out all my clothes and lay them out in the closet, you know, based on the day because I'm very organized. And I got to wear one of my outfits that I brought.
Did you have a bunch of patterns on there or something?
No.
Or they were just picky?
They were very picky because they were like, oh, this shows too much. I have tattoos. So they're like, oh, this shows too much of your tattoos. It's an ABC family-friendly show. And I'm like, well, blur them out. Like,
my tattoo doesn't say fuck you.
Right. You're on a cruise ship with 90-degree weather. The sun's beaming on your face.
Right.
And you're expecting me to wear a long button-up shirt?
It's a no for me.
Well, I couldn't say no because I was on contract. But the bad part about it was, on some real, was like, I didn't have enough clothes to wear, so I had to wear the producer's clothes. The producer weighs about 200 more pounds than I do. So for those of you who've seen the show, and now for those of you who haven't, probably want to go watch my outfits because that's not my style. I'll let y'all know now that's not my style. So if you see me in those crazy outfits, that's not my clothes. You will not find them in my closet.
That makes sense now, looking back.
There one scene where I had to do like the high rope obstacle course or something and fake like I was scared of heights when I really wasn't. I wore this big ass blue shirt that would look like I was homeless. I legit looked like a homeless person stepped on the ship. And it was the producer shirt, and it was very stretched out because he wore it for 3 days in a row. Who knows if he washed it.
In the same shirt?
In the same shirt. Because production crew, they don't really care what they wear. They're not on camera. They're behind them. But I was pissed because it was so worn, and it smelled a little bit like sweat. So I was like, yo, your sweat's mixing with my sweat, and I'm not in a good mood.
So he was sweating like a hoe in church.
Absolutely.
That's disgusting.
Absolutely. He was very hoish with his sweat. And what made me pissed was that they wanted to film this one scene for 4 hours, which was directly under the sun on the very top of the ship, the highest level possible. So we burning like some damn chicken up there. And I got so mad when I had to put his clothes on that I faked like I was sick.
I would do the same.
And they're like, do you need a moment to yourself? I said, absolutely. I'm going to throw up on camera. Give me a moment. So they're eating. They took a break. They decided to eat their food. I went downstairs, but I didn't realize I was still mic'd up. So I went downstairs by myself, and I was on my phone talking
mad shit.
I was like, can't believe I'm fucking wearing the producer's clothes. I just act like I was sick to get off the scene.
Don't ever make that mistake.
They
when you're
heard
mic'd up,
everything.
Don't say anything you don't want to be heard. Because they will capture everything. Even if you're whispering and you think nobody else can hear you, they hear it.
Well, they sent my best friend down because he was eating upstairs with them. They sent him downstairs, and what they told him to do was to come get me, but talk to me a little bit first to see how I was feeling. They knew I was feeling fine because they heard me. So he came downstairs and he was whispering. He was like, "You're mic'd up."
Yeah.
Like he was pointing to my shirt, and I was like, "What? My nipples? Like, what's wrong?" I thought maybe the shirt was like hanging down because it's baggy. And he was like, "No, you're Mike." And I was like, "Oh." And I was like, "Yes, I'm feeling fine now." Like I was. Anyway, I was so pissed.
So out of all this, did you at least get paid a decent amount? Did you get a stipend? Because most reality shows do pay. Okay. Was it decent?
And I took my best friends and I told him that we didn't get paid anything. Ooh, if you're watching, I'm so sorry. I don't owe you anything though because you still owe me a lot.
And he tagged along on the free trip.
He got a free passport too.
So, there we go.
Yeah, he got a free passport and the free. You know, the room was very nice. So and everything was paid for the whole time. Whatever we wanted. I want that. I want this. We got treated like royalty.
Right.
It was just annoying that we were filming for all day long.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. We had a good time when we were able to. Like we went to the clubs at nights on the ship, and we weren't filming like around midnight. But it was just a mess. What I will say is I would never do that again.
That show?
No. Well, that was my.
Or just
third. That was my third reality show that I've done, documentary series that I've done.
Famous, y'all.
I still want to do more, of course, absolutely, duh. Like, who doesn't want to do more? But I would never sign up for a show where I'm trying to enjoy myself and I know that there's going to be filming nonstop and I can't enjoy myself.
Yeah.
Never, ever, ever again. So what scene of the show, because my hair actually watched it, what scene of the show was probably like your haha moment? Because I look crazy in all the scenes.
Oh, the haha moment was when you came out of the water after diving and your hair, you looked like a cockatoo with your hair.
Yo, I did look like a parakeet.
If your hair is like the wrong way, I love you, but when your hair is the wrong way, you look like so funny. And that was my haha moment.
You know white people. Y'all know white people, obviously. Hello. Y'all know white people, right? So we have very soft hair, so the wind blows the wrong way and poof, it's all out of whack. That's why
his hair was sticking up like this.
Half of it was wet down, half of it was sticking up. So I think half of it was trying to get its airtime, the other half was sleep. But my problem was we didn't have time to like fix it. I wanted a mirror, like let me see a mirror.
Right.
And it's funny, this is the last thing I'm gonna mention about this part, but it's funny because when we filmed the scene of us jumping into the water, diving for the seashells or the conch, whatever they call it, seashells, I can't swim. So I had to have them go down and get it for me, and I looked like I went down and got it myself. And I was like, "Ooh, I got one!" No, I didn't. They went down and got it for me because I can't swim, y'all.
Of course.
But then we went ashore to where the stingrays were, and the stingrays were right around where you walk onto the actual beach. So they're within like your kneecap level.
Right.
But they wanted us to make it look like we just swam to the shore. So they made us get in the water all the way down and come up out of the water like Ariel of Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
We had to come up out of the water and act like we just swam to shore, knowing I can't swim, first of all. So obviously,
they was trying to kill you.
I don't know. It was very fun, but I definitely recommend, if you guys haven't seen it yet, please look up Vacation Creation. It was a very emotional show. There was some tear moments, and I enjoyed it. I just didn't enjoy the production side of it. Which we're actually
very good episode though.
Well, thank you. And we're actually getting ready to talk a lot about production because that was just a little teaser for y'all. We got more teasers coming up in just a minute.
Yeah, we do.
Maher has actually been a producer for who knows how long.
See, he said my name wrong again.
No, Maher.
Maher.
Mo.
It's okay. You can call me Mo.
Mo.
Still love you.
Has been a producer for a long time. I've known him for a little over a year. And we're going to talk about the project that we're working on right now, but also some other things that he's got going on in his own life that I don't even know about because he's a little, standoffish sometimes. He puts the wall up and I don't know what's going on with him. I'm just playing. He's really open like a book.
I am. At least with y'all on the show.
He's a very good person, and I enjoy working with him thoroughly.
Oh, thank you.
Before we get started, though, we definitely want to take this opportunity to show you all an extended teaser, if you will, of the upcoming show, Face the Music.
Yes.
So sit back, relax, enjoy it. This is just a brief glimpse of the new reality show, Face the Music.
Enjoy.
Definitely don't.
What is the problem?
There's no problem.
I've been dating Vaughn since my sophomore year of high school, and I'm 24 years old now, so it's been 8-9 years. This past year has been really difficult for us, though. We had a bunch of ups and downs. We're broken up for a couple of months, so lately it's just been trying to mend those fences and work on things.
I'm looking you straight in your face. The cameras and all. Whatever the you're talking about, if I don't know what you're talking about, how is that relevant to me?
Okay, who do you think I talked to on Friday?
I have no.
I talked to.
Are you serious right now? This is why we haven't talked in a couple of weeks, and this is the first I'm hearing about it. This must be a joke.
You're getting caught up, or I don't know what
So how did
you're
that
doing.
situation come about? Please tell me.
Because another person reached out to me, so then I reached out to her. And
A
I'm not
different person or the same
I
person?
don't, this profile.
So you reached out to her?
So yes, I did.
Did she respond?
Yes, she did.
What she said? Tell me what
She
she
still
said.
claims that she did it.
Tony's one of my really good friends. I've known him for years, and I'm meeting up with him and his boyfriend Nathan. I haven't talked to him in a long time, so we have like a lot to catch up on. Plus, we went through like a really big rough patch, so it's just like we got a lot to talk about.
So, what's been going on since the last time I saw you?
My life isn't insane. Like, dead ass. I left Randy's house. She kind of kicked me out.
When?
Like...
Because, I mean, we were just there like a month ago.
Like a week ago. Like, you're really gonna do this to me when my dad just died? Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, how's it feel to, like, move back into the house?
It's sad as I don't think I've still come to terms with his death, honestly. It's really upsetting. Like, no one deserves to lose a parent, especially this young. I'm 23. When, like, you're a young adult, you never think about your parents dying. That's not something that you think about because you just think, like, your parents are gonna live forever. Like, they got all the superhero powers and strength. Like, they're gonna live forever. But the sad reality is, like, they're not. And that's not something I thought I would have to think about at 23. It's hard.
I got you on my mind, baby.
It's not fair. Like, I had to watch him die. I had to watch him die. The sadness now, it comes in waves. I'll see, like, a grandfather with his granddaughter, and I'm like, wow, my kids will never get to experience that because my dad's no longer here. Or, like, whenever I think about, like, me getting married, I get teared up because my dad's not gonna walk me down the aisle.
It just got real quiet for a second because I was a little bit in my emotions.
Yeah,
like
that scene
watching
is
that.
Emotional.
Yeah. I mean, and as a producer, I mean, you let me know, how is it when you're actually responsible for, because my hair, Mo, is I'm never gonna get it right, is a also camera operator in his own productions because he has a certain eye for things that he wants to get. Maybe he doesn't trust everyone to operate a camera. I don't know. I'm the same way though.
But I gave you.
Yeah, he did.
I allowed you to do it
for the first time last weekend.
And can we just point out there that he's a part of this too? I made him a co-producer because at first he just started helping out, but once I realized how organized and he helps me so much, I was just like, okay, you're co-producer. I need your help so bad.
Well, we both have a passion for it, and I think as you can see, the work that's put into it, the stories themselves are a little bit of drama, a little bit emotional. I want to ask you, before we get into the entire series of the clips we just saw for Face the Music, I want to talk to you a little bit about, let's step back a few steps, about production and being a producer, and an editor, and a creator, and everything. Like, you are all of the above. You wear so many hats, it's kind of crazy. And I just want to know, like, how did you get into that? When did you start, honestly?
So I started off, I did not know what I wanted to do after high school at all. And then one day I just saw like a movie and I was like, ooh, this is really cool. I'm pretty sure I could film that. So I started doing like music videos for local artists around the area. And then I started watching a lot of reality TV. And I noticed, I was like, okay, what's going on behind the scenes? Because this jumps to this and I don't get it. And I was like, how did they pick up the audio? I was like asking myself all these questions. And I was so curious about everything that went on behind the scenes. And then I thought to myself, I was like, wait, I'm pretty sure, like once I was like 20, 21, I was like, I definitely want to eventually do my own reality show. And I want to be on reality TV. I signed up for The Real World and I got to like round 5 of casting, which was really cool. So I want to do it all. I want to be on the camera sometimes. I want to be behind the camera. I want to be the editor. The one thing I don't like, audio. But I grew to understand that now because Devontae helped me out, which is my audio guy that helps out. Yeah, he's my best friend. So, that's how I started. It's been a long journey. So this is my first series that I've actually worked on.
Yes, and the difference with what you'll see with this series, amongst others, in my eyes, is alone in the editing. The editing is done so tastefully and so well.
Well, thank you.
No, I mean, it is a reality show, but it actually looks like a reality show because it is. You come across these other series and you have all these people who are trying web series and all these people who are trying these quote-unquote reality shows, and they're either flopping, they're not working, or they look like crap.
Well, not only that, but I also think that a lot of series now, a lot of the shows on TV are too scripted, and that's what I don't like about reality TV. I mean, I love shows on TV, but I notice that so much of it is scripted, and that's what I love to say that is completely different about our show, is that, you know, there are times where we have to script stuff like somebody walking in the door, but this drama that happens, we're not relying on people punching each other in the face. That's what a lot of people, that's what a lot of TV networks are going for, because I guess maybe that's what their audience wants. The younger audience,
the younger crowd,
is looking just for fights. But hopefully we're getting a more mature audience that likes what we're showcasing, which is the stuff that's going on with the cast members' lives and what's going on with them personally. And that's more interesting to me.
Well, and what I will add to this is what you just mentioned, just to piggyback off of you. That is a big difference of the show, is you have a little bit of drama sprinkled in, as you've seen in part of the clip that we just showed. You have that, and you have more that you haven't actually seen that we just filmed last weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Which is insane. We'll talk a little bit about that in a few minutes. But what I will say is, in my mind, and you correct me if I'm wrong, Mo, the way this series has transformed is it is very much like a docuseries almost, because you're following the lives of these artists, and they all have something emotional that they went through. Whether it was something in their past life when they were younger, growing up, or there's something current that they've gone through.
And these people are just going through so much, like, currently also. And I didn't know about the majority of the stuff that's happening with them or that happened to them until they started the show. And you know, even though we interviewed them, they didn't open up to us as much as they are now. And that's what I love about the people on the show. It's almost made it like, so it's not just working with these people, it's became like a family group. And
it has,
I mean, the one thing that I love is that they don't act like I'm their boss or like their manager or something. This is like fun to us, but at the same time they open up to me, and not only that, but they have me open up to them, and they ask me questions. They're worried about me sometimes, and I mean, that's what I love about everybody on the show, and I wouldn't do it with anybody else. Like, I love everybody that's part of it.
I agree with you, and I think that it's something that's very unique in itself, and it's going to be something that everyone will be able to see for themselves. But I will warn you, please grab a Kleenex box, because you are absolutely going to need it. Talking about tears, a lot of times behind the scenes, I'm like almost in tears because I don't know how to handle that. For one, I'm very emotional of a person, but it's hard when you are literally watching them spill everything out, and you can just see their passion behind it, and you're just like, okay, even though I know I have to remain professional because this is a production, you begin to relate to them. You begin to because we've both been through things.
And that being said, there, you know, even though you're part of behind the scenes and you're a co-producer, there was actually a scene that we did a couple of months ago that you were in. And that scene brought tears to my eyes. I'm not going to talk too much about it because I don't want to spoil it before it comes out. But it was the first scene that the majority of the cast got together, and the two cast members and you had a conversation, and you guys were just talking about what you had been through, and you had said something that I had no idea about. And it's almost like from the outside looking in, I would think that you're just this perfect guy and that you haven't been through anything. Same with a lot of the other cast members. And then you guys start talking about this stuff, and I literally started crying while filming that scene. I had to like walk inside and be like, oh God.
It makes you choke up. It makes you choke up for sure.
Because I can relate also.
You've definitely been through a lot of stuff. I think that, again, it will be enjoyable for people to watch in the right ways. I just want to know, because I don't get a chance to ask you that much, but what is your favorite part of the show?
I love being able to edit the show, and when I just show somebody a preview, the feedback that I get, it pushes me so much harder to do better and to keep going, because there are times where I doubt myself, and then I'm like, you know what, maybe my content isn't that great. So when I put it out there and just show it to one person, and the text messages that I get or the DMs that I get, and they're like, yo, this is fire, like keep going. And it just makes me so happy, and I'm like, this is what I meant to do. So that's my favorite part.
So I want to know, because on the show we talk a lot about behind the scenes moments, right? Let's talk a little bit about behind the scenes moments with Face the Music. What is your favorite so far, your favorite or most memorable behind the scenes moment?
I don't know if we can consider this behind the scenes, but the reason why I'm saying this is because it was with one of the cast members and you, but it was actually last weekend. And it was once we were done filming a particular scene and we went out to get lunch. It was me, Yolande, and Justin. And while talking, I don't know how this got brought up, but Yolande asked about my sister, because one of my sisters passed away last October. She committed suicide. And she was asking me these questions and asking how I was and what I'm going through. And the fact that she was just seeing how I was and was truly worried and just hoping that I was okay and wanted to talk to me about it, it really opened my eyes, and it showed that, again, you guys aren't just people that are a part of a show and want to work and want to get exposure. This is like a friendship and like a bond, and that's what I really love. And I mean, that girl is truly the most selfless person I've ever met. She is not selfish at all, and she's always worried about other people, and that's my favorite cast member, I swear.
That was actually my next question, is who is your favorite? And it's hard to say sometimes, but you kind of just put it right out there. For everybody else, sorry.
Everybody on the show is amazing.
Everyone's style and music is so different. And we looked for that when casting for the show. We wanted something different that they have to bring to the table, but it's so vastly different that
Right.
you really can get into everyone's music and feel like they are their own show almost because they have such strong connections and stories.
And also, some of the artists know how to just, have their turn-up music and stuff, but then they know how to turn that off.
Right,
And they know how
immediately.
to bring real lyrics into their music and talk about emotional things that they've been through in their music.
So with production, I want to know, what is your least favorite? Because I've seen you in different modes, and I just don't know what to put my finger on when it comes to what you dislike the most.
I would say audio because that's what I got into the least, or like the latest.
Experience.
I mean,
Gotcha.
that's the least experience that I have because I started doing music videos when you do. Oh, got another call.
I think we have, don't mean to cut you off. I think we got a phone call coming through.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Is this Yolande?
Yes,
speaking
finally.
of the princess.
Day, we was just talking about you
We were.
heavily on this table in the show right now. I don't know if you're watching or not, but first of all, thank you for calling in. We absolutely, clearly, you just found out that you're our favorite. So
Yeah, we were just
Sorry,
talking about how you were a
everybody
favorite cast member.
Yay! Oh my gosh!
And before you even say anything, I just wanted to thank you, Yolande, seriously. Like, while working on this series, I mean, you're one of the cast members, and I'm the producer, and I wasn't expecting to, become close to any of the cast members. I thought that maybe it was just gonna be, a work relationship. But when you, check up on me and, ask me how I'm doing, and I was talking about the other weekend how, you were asking about my sister and stuff, it just means a lot to me when you asked me how I'm doing, and I never thought that was gonna happen, so I really appreciate you.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Likewise,
Very kind-hearted,
I appreciate
very
you all as
genuine.
well. It goes both ways, definitely.
Yeah, you have the best
just like-
spirit.
Oh, yay! Likewise, well, just as much as y'all bless me, I'm telling you, or you guys say I bless you guys, you guys bless me as well. You have no idea.
Yeah.
So it goes both ways, definitely. When you run into good people, sometimes it's just, hard to not appreciate them. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
Well,
it
while
goes
we
both
actually
ways.
have you
Thank
on the
guys.
while we have you on the phone, I don't think we've ever asked you this before, Yolande, but outside of the production, this is just like friends talking and family talking right now to you. I just want to know, what is your favorite part about this series in regards to how the platform is for you? What does this mean to you?
Yeah, let's hear it.
This, to me, honestly, this is life-changing. I'll be very, very honest with you. I mean, as you guys know, I've been going through a lot as far as trying to just chase this, getting into the music industry and just still trying to survive with the DMV rent. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So,
right, it's hard.
It's just this series has kept me going. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys know about the scam with the whole Janae Aiko show and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, that this show just kind of gives me hope. It gives me yo, you're on the right track. You almost there.
Right.
Don't collapse now. Keep on going.
Right,
You
keep
got
on
it.
pushing.
Absolutely.
So
You're
that's
super
what's
strong.
going for me. It's keeping me alive.
Yeah, you've been through a lot, and we've showcased so much of what you've been through on this show. And for you to still be kicking and pushing through, I mean, more power to you. I mean, you are strong as
And
hell.
with no tears, she does such an
I
amazing
know.
job at not letting us see a tear fall, which means she's very strong because I can't contain
God,
my
bless your
tears.
heart.
I can't contain my own.
Right.
You know what? I'm going to put you on the spot, Yolande, because I love you so much. This is up to you if you want to do this or not. But if you would like to, just say yes or no. I want you to do a little acapella for us of Misunderstood, if you can. Any part of the song, because I am getting chills right now. Oh my gosh.
Sing it.
Just thinking about the song. So this is up to you. You don't have to. I don't mean to put you on blast, but I would love, you have an amazing voice. I would
Yes,
love
you
to
do.
hear and have everyone who's watching hear a little clip of that song.
Okay, no worries, definitely. I would love to. So I've been through some things, been through real shit things that will make you lose your head. And people wonder how my heart cries inside, but I act like everything's okay. Yeah, it's not easy to be uncomfortable with what's comfortable to them.
Ooh, she got me sweating.
And I'm telling you, I had that song stuck in my head. I was at work the other day listening to it, and
I put it on my phone.
I've been constantly, I've been constantly like getting it stuck, the chorus in my head, the misunderstood, and I'm just like, yo, for a while there I was forgetting where I was getting that from because it was just in my playlist, and then I was like, oh my god, that's Yolande the whole time.
Like one of the second or like third scenes that I ever shot with the show was Yolande in the studio creating the song, and hearing her voice for the first time like in person, I was just like, oh my god, like this show is like the audience is in for a treat.
It gives you chills. It gives you really goosebumps for sure.
Oh, bless your heart. Y'all are so amazing.
I'm very
Thank
happy
you.
that we got you to be a part of this show, and I'm very happy that I met you.
So do you have anything, just out of curiosity, that's on the top of your mind, the back of your mind, whatever, anything that you have for myself or even Mo here that you are just curious about or want to ask, or even just comments or suggestions?
I mean, well, you know what? It's so funny you asked that question because I was just today randomly thinking, Maher, the question's for you. What made you come up with this concept of, okay, I just want to get the lifestyles of DMV artists? Like, where did that come from? Because, you know, in my thoughts, you know, in times I've talked with you, it just, I've never really heard, you know, you have like a big interest for music or anything. So it's like, where did you get the idea?
Well, it actually first started when I met Trey, and I realized he started asking me to do his music videos, and we did a couple, and I was really interested in his music. I thought that he was super talented, and then I met a couple other people that weren't even thinking about doing like a series or anything when I brought the idea to them, but I was just, like, he introduced me to so many other artists, and then I met a couple of other people, and I was like, wow, there's a lot of talent in the DMV.
Definitely.
And then there are also some people that are just really bad in the DMV. So it was like, why hasn't this been showcased at all? You know, there are shows like Love and Hip Hop, like that's different. I mean, it's all about ATL and like everywhere, but we don't see anything about the DMV, and I don't really see that many people like coming up, and that's what I want to give the DMV the opportunity for. I want to give these artists, like these really talented people, the opportunity to get their name out there a little bit more.
Okay. That's dope. That's dope. And I'm telling you, like, we're so grateful because I agree with you. There's so much talent out here, like so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
And for you to just have the idea of not only just capturing their lives, trying to get into the music industry, but even capturing their personal lives, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. And I think many people across the nation will really connect with it.
Absolutely. I think I got the right people for the show.
Oh, no, definitely. I know you did because everybody, you know, for the most part, we blend very well. Like, Bree and I have built a friendship, you know, recently. So
that's what I was just telling Justin. I was like, this has become like a family. That's what's so awesome about it.
Can we really quick, and I don't want to give out too much before the show airs, but I really want to talk about this past weekend, what we just filmed, a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
Because I have feelings too, and even though we know it's production, I can't tell you how I felt afterwards. It was like, oh my God, I almost felt bad. So
because a lot of the stuff happened off air.
Right.
Which, unfortunately.
A lot of what happened did happen off air. So just briefing you into it, we did film with Yolande this weekend, and you guys will see a little bit of what that's like when the footage does air. She just recently moved to Baltimore from DC area, so we kind of uncover why she moved to Baltimore and the reason behind it, which was absolutely crazy. But in addition, she decided to take one of her close friends out, a guy that she wanted to take out and tell him about, you know, why did she move to Baltimore? And I think literally before we started filming, something came out unexpectedly that wasn't supposed to, and it changed everything.
The cat came out of the bag.
Everything right before the camera started rolling, which was insane. So
when we were walking up to the restaurant to do this scene, it got awkward as hell.
Yeah, very awkward. And I don't know, Yolande, I'm just curious now. So based on the conversation, you mentioned Bree. Jabria is actually one of our other artists on the show. Her and Yolande kind of over time build this friendship, this bond, and it happens mostly obviously off camera. But this weird triangle, if you will, of what happened between Jabria, Yolande, and this guy. So I won't say any more about it, but I'm just curious, how are things with this guy now? Are you still friends? Did you guys just say, you know what, F it, I can't? Like, what happened with that?
Well, the answer is heartbreaking, and to be honest, like, you guys actually don't even understand how just talking to you right now just lifts my spirits, because I've kind of been like in the dumps about it a little bit because of my friend, you know.
Right.
And I was going through the week beating myself up, like maybe I did something wrong, maybe I shouldn't have brought it up on camera, you know, just going through my mind, like, you know, maybe I'm the one that caused this whole catastrophe, but then it's like, you know, I've seen some text messages and some things that he said about me, and it's kind of
They were very foul. Very foul.
Yeah, and it's kind of like, you know, anytime I doubt myself, like, you know, Yolanda, it wasn't you. You know, I look at those messages and the things that he's been saying about me, and it's just like, oh, okay, I'm not tripping. This is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't tripping for how I handled everything because, you know, initially in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, he just told me this news. How do I handle this and protect his name? Because I don't know if the other cast member is going to say something. Right. So instantly I was going into protect mode. I got to protect my friend. So I'd rather us say something and we make him look good, you know, rather than, you know, I don't know what she was going to say. You know what I mean? I didn't know the girl very well at the time, and I was just going into protect mode, and that's kind of why I said something. But looking back, I'm just like, you know, it ended our friendship, but, you know, it's I don't know, it's kind of heartbreaking. I'm kind of going through it because I'm confused about the whole situation, but
yeah,
I said, I saw true colors I needed to see, so.
Right, and it's very gut-wrenching because, like, me and Mo both saw the text messages, and we saw the things that, quote-unquote, a friend should not be saying about somebody you're very close to.
Not only that, it was like the way that he acted on camera was 100% different from the way that he acted off camera. He tried to portray himself, knowing that the cameras were rolling, trying to portray himself as this good guy, and then when the cameras were not rolling, there was name calling.
Right.
Yeah, it was bad.
Like,
it was bad.
You're supposed to be this girl's best friend, and you're just like degrading her as if she's a piece of dirt.
Right.
Yeah, and I was like really hurt because I was just like, you know, in my mind, whatever opportunity I was getting, I was trying to bring him along so he can, you know, meet people and network and hopefully get some paid gigs, which he's been getting, you know, just by hanging around me. And that's all I ever wanted was the best for him. So I was just really shocked, like, just at everything, how, you know, just everything. I
guess some people just don't have the same intentions as you do.
Huh?
I said, I guess some people just don't have the same good intentions that you do.
No.
Yeah.
Or that most people should, you know, like a normal human being.
Well, while we have Yolanda on the phone, before we let you go, I want you to briefly talk about this without giving too much away, but I want people to know, since this is like an exclusive interview, we can give a little bit away.
Okay.
Talk, Yolanda, about what you are planning, if we can, to shake your head yes or no, what we are planning for one of our bigger scenes coming up that we are going to have a lot of people involved in.
The event?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yes, Yolanda.
Wait, are you talking about?
Here, I want her to talk about it a bit, if you're okay with it, because I don't want to give out too much.
Okay. No, that's okay.
I got to check with the producer
sure.
here. So, Yolanda, talk about, you know, the upcoming project and how it's going to be a great collaboration and what the background of it is for.
Are you talking about the event,
the project that you and Novi are working on?
Oh, cool. So we all actually kind of came with this great idea, and as you guys know, without giving too much away for the show, like, we all obviously have experienced depression or suicide, you know, to one extent or the other, and we all kind of collectively felt like, you know, it was a great idea to hold on real quick. Sorry.
You're fine.
Coming right back in.
I'm excited about it.
It was, so the charity event is basically, you know, geared towards depression and suicide awareness. And we're basically trying to put together just, you know, a concert or something, just upliftment for people who do battle with depression, which I'm one of them that, you know, I've had that in the past. And just kind of, you know, that's what we're kind of putting together. So it's still in the air as far as details, as far as how we want to go about it. But I know that we all share that common story of dealing with somebody who's lost, you know, who's committed suicide or who battled those thoughts. I believe Justin and Maher, I'm sure you guys spoke about it. If not, you know, that's what it was. So Novi and I are working on that. And honestly, I think it's going to be a whole, like, group thing. It kind of just started where it was like, you know, I'm working on it, and I know Maher and Justin, you guys were like, you know, let's do this. But it sounds like everybody's going to have this group effort, and they're equal parts into making this life, I think, way bigger than what we expect.
Yeah, it's going to be really dope. It's going to be, like you were mentioning, it's going to be a huge event that we're in the planning phases for now.
Yeah.
And we will be inviting people to come out and support.
Oh, it's going to be a huge event.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. It's going to be like my favorite event.
Yeah, the artists will be on the show. The artists will be performing. It will be films. The whole event will be films. And it's going to also be a very emotional one. So I got to make sure I bring everything with me. Kleenex, some extra shirts. We're going to be dabbing my face with a shirt. Yeah. I mean, it's going to be like a tearjerker left and right. Because every artist that has a song to sing is an emotional type of song. So, and then this song that they're putting together for the event is going to be
I'm so excited to see the outcome of it.
I can't wait. I can't wait. So that's what we have coming up for everybody. As we're like towards the end of the filming, but Yolande is definitely taking lead with that, and we can't wait to see how it all unfolds, and I'm sure you guys can either. So.
It's going to be amazing, guys, so tune in to that.
I'm excited. I'm really excited. And like you said, it is going to be emotional, so I can already feel it,
Yeah. Thank you so much for calling in.
Yeah, we appreciate you calling in and giving us all the feedback, all the love, everything. We will be seeing you very soon during our next filming session.
We love you, Yolande.
Definitely love you guys too. I appreciate you.
All right, talk to you
soon.
soon.
Baby
Bye,
girl.
Okay, bye.
So yes, I'm actually glad that she did call in because I love Yolande, and you guys will see a lot of her everything in this series, her background and everything. So speaking on production, while we're kind of wrapping up towards the end of the interview. People who are interested, who are going to school for television production or any type of production, even editing, and engineering and things of that nature when it comes to the technical side of production.
Right.
What would you say are some things that people just don't know, like a forewarning or maybe a suggestion that they just don't understand when it comes to production?
Well, I don't think I can really give any warnings because, you should do a little bit of your research and stuff as to what to do if you want to start in this business. But some things maybe that people don't understand, like I was saying that I wanted to learn when I was watching reality TV and I just didn't get it. There's a lot that comes into the behind-the-scenes production. Say if you're filming somewhere, you can't just go into a restaurant and be like, hey, we're filming here.
Right.
You have to get release forms everywhere that you sign. Every person that's in that area that's not a part of your show, you have to have them sign appearance release forms. You have to get the cast members to sign release forms because you don't want anybody to sue you. Then, what I was thinking about the mics, I don't know. A lot of people have asked me this too. They're like, your audio is really good in your previews, and it's because we have each individual person on the show mic'd up. They have an individual mic set onto them and taped onto them under their shirts. So those are the cool behind the scenes things that not many people really understand. But there's a lot that goes into it and a lot of money.
It is a lot of money.
And it's hard when there's not a network helping you fund the show, if you're just a producer on MTV, the network's going to give you $500,000. Me, I'm not on a network, so it's kind of money just coming out of my pocket. So
it's freelance
unfortunately,
production.
We're not able to film every day or even every weekend. So we film every other weekend when I hope that when I have the amount of money that I can use to rent towards equipment.
Right.
And then green screens and stuff, those are my favorite part, honestly.
Green screens are really good.
Green screens are really fun.
Because that's when everyone opens up.
And you have to...
very fun, yeah.
Another thing for that is you have to light it properly to key the person out in post-production. So if you mess one thing up, half their body is going to be missing.
Cut off, yes. You know what I will say about that? This is where I talk about people, and I have no problem doing it. So I won't name... The name of the show I won't say because I'm not that dirty. But it's very similar to a spin-off of the Real Housewives series. You know who I'm talking about. Anyways, with that series, they be doing green screen interviews, and that'd be pissing me off.
They're bad?
It's so bad that you can see where, when they're moving, everything cuts off.
Y'all can call me if y'all need some help with that, because I'm pretty good at green screens.
A lot of help with that, because let me tell you something. You can, for one, see where half of the actual background starts to fade away and gets into the normal background. And then you can see, like I said, if they're beside a wall, you can see that barrier cutting their arm off. They move their arm up and their whole arm is gone.
Why did I email an MTV producer once? Because I got really pissed off when watching the show that they messed up something on editing. So I emailed them, and I was like, why did I just do that.
I'm
They're
sure they
never
did.
gonna email
I would say
me
they
back. I'm just
probably
being an
were
idiot.
like trash
Nitpicky.
immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who is this bastard who's talking?
Yeah.
I'm the one with
Who
production.
allowed that
He's
to
just
go on TV? Like,
yeah,
no.
that's kind of ridiculous. He's probably was upset about that.
Yeah,
No,
I
but
would
those are
love-
things if you're in this industry, that's the things you keep an eye on
Yeah.
for. Like even when you're watching TV shows, I noticed one of my favorite shows is Friends, and has always been Friends since I was younger.
Yeah.
You can watch little moments where they put a coffee cup down, and 2 seconds they go back,
then it's over
and it's
there.
gone, or
Right.
it's little thing, or it's a different cup. Little things like that, I notice, and I'm like, yo, like I know they noticed this shit.
And before I was a video editor at my current job, I was a QC inspector, which is quality control.
Oh, I do that.
So
I
we
do
had
that.
to
Quality
watch
control.
like videos frame by frame. So when I'm watching a show, I can catch something if it's just 2 frames off. And I'm
Right.
like, oh, y'all mess up on that. Y'all
You got
should
the
have had
eye
me
for
on the
it.
show, and I could have fixed that.
You got the eye for it. That's why I don't like to send him anything that I edit, because he's gonna bash me out and say, "Ooh, Justin, ooh, no." I'm like, I'm not an editor now. I do not do editing, so I
Yeah.
do it for fun, but I don't do it to be serious.
Yeah.
But I'll guarantee you, I ain't gonna flip nothing out or have an arm cut off. And
Yeah,
no,
that's
I
like when
guarantee you I'm
Devontae's
not
like
gonna do
miking somebody up. Devontae that helps with audio on our show. He's like miking somebody up, and he tapes it over here, the microphone, and I'm like,
that. Yeah,
it's showing.
you can see it
just,
hanging
like,
out
move
your
it
shirt.
over
Really bad.
He's like, it's okay if the mic's showing, and I'm, no, it's not. No, move it down, please.
Move it down a little bit.
Or over there.
Okay, so I think we've covered a lot in
Yeah.
regards to challenges, but things you also like with production.
Yeah.
What's coming up, things you have planned in the future. Your friend Matt had called and asked about that. What do you like to do outside of production, if there is anything? Because I know you, and even in your free time, you be editing all the time.
I do.
You need a vacation.
I know.
So
I
what do
know,
you like
I
to do when
I
you're not?
do edit a lot and film a lot on the side, outside of the show.
Right.
But I mean, I'm just like a regular, schmegular dude. Like if I'm
Say that again.
regular, schmegular.
Okay. I didn't make sure they heard that, because that's a new one for me. I don't
There's
know what-
not much to do, like much entertainment where I live in Chantilly, Virginia. But I mean, I like to
Yeah.
do regular stuff. I like to go to the movies, go to the bar, have like 10 to 50 drinks,
I know what he
Go to-
really likes to do. He's not going to say it, but I'm not going to put him on blast either.
Go to wineries.
I know, because he always has his phone on him, and I know exactly what he's doing on his phone, because he always be around me pulling up pictures of people, and I'll be like, "Yo, get off that app."
I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't, because
I'm a child of
engaged.
God. Okay.
Well, they have Christian mingle apps too. Hello.
Well, I'm not Christian.
Holy penises and sanctified, and they put holy water in their bath water. They do that.
Anyways, back to what I was saying. Movies.
This really
I like
happens.
Bowling. I like paintball, even though it's too damn hot. Too motherfucking hot.
Yo, okay.
I mean,
that's good though. So
I love amusement parks. I love roller coasters.
as long as you
love
are
train rides.
doing your activities,
Yeah.
I don't want your mind to blow up, because when you get focused,
it does.
yeah, I'm the same
I barely
way.
get sleep.
I know.
Because when I'm sleeping, I'm thinking about how I'm like supposed to edit the show. or,
Mo
like,
will
pitch it to a
message me
network.
some of the editing clips around like 2 a.m. and he knows I'll be up.
Yeah.
I'll be in bed playing games on my phone. I'll be like, oh, okay, let me watch
Playing
this real
games.
quick. Yes.
Thought
Or
about
talking
it.
to my fiance, that is my new fiance in Costa Rica. I am not cheating. I am not
Congratulations,
messing
Justin.
around. I am faithful. Thank you.
Yes, you
Yes, for
better
those
be.
of you who don't know, I actually just got engaged like a month ago. So it's very fresh.
And I'm single AF, so y'all can slide in those
Yeah, so
DMs.
everyone who was on me, please go over here to my left and go to him, because I ain't got time for y'all shenanigans.
I got time. I got
I'm trying to
time.
keep my
I got a
boo.
little time.
Okay, so speaking of time, I want to do something before we end the show.
Why
Are you
not
with me on
scared?
this?
What?
Don't be scared.
I
Just,
don't-
just
yes,
say
I'm
yes.
down.
Let's go
I'm
along with it.
listening.
Okay. So those of you who know Out the Box, you know that we like to pick with people that we bring on the show.
Ooh.
So we have a little something called Out the Box interrogation game.
I was just about to say you're going to interrogate me.
I'm going to interrogate the hell out of you.
Okay,
We
now
got the
my hands
lights
are-
in here
my
too,
palms are
so
sweating.
yes,
Palms are sweating.
we got the lights on you on full blast. So this is a very easy game, but for you, it's actually, for me, it's fun. For you, maybe not so much,
Okay.
because you
God.
have to answer very fast. You have 1 minute to answer all these questions.
Oh, okay.
And it's going to be like boom, 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 boom. So you literally are being interrogated.
Okay.
Okay. And I really want to know some of these answers. Like, some of them are very silly. And some of them are very stupid. But I just want to hear what you have to say, because I don't know about
Can
much.
I say no answer?
No, you may not.
Damn it.
You have to say something. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab my phone, for those of you who are wondering what I'm doing, and I'm going to pull up my timer, because I want to make sure he does not go over a minute, because he does not deserve anything over 1 fucking minute.
What am
okay?
I, potato?
A potato.
Just a potato? I don't
Okay.
deserve more than a minute?
You sure don't. You are
Wow.
overbaked, honey. Okay.
Okay.
So, we are going to get this started. Are you
Sweating.
ready?
I
Are you
guess.
sure?
Yes.
Okay. Some of these are really dumb, but it's okay.
Okay. Are they quick
This is-
questions?
Some of them are, some of them are not.
Okay,
so,
better read them fast.
Yes. All right, ready?
Yes.
Start the timer in 3. Ooh, my stomach is growling. 2. I'm so hungry. 1. Go. What is one thing that you have said or done that you wish you could take back? You gotta be quick.
Shut up to my mom.
Okay. Name one person that inspired you to follow your dreams in the television industry.
My dad.
Okay. If you could be president for one day, what's one thing you would change? Please make this good.
That Trump gets out of this country.
Okay. You would Trump. One female artist has to go. Which one is it? Rihanna, Beyonce, or Cardi B?
Beyonce. Sorry.
Me too.
I'm sorry.
Thank God.
I'm sorry.
Okay, we have 30 seconds. Name an actor whom you had a crush on.
Does Drake count?
Drake can be acting. He was on Degrassi. Okay. Name one artist who you think is trash and should hang up the towel in their career.
Lil Uzi Vert.
Oh my God, yes. Okay, 20 seconds, easy one. At what age did you first have sex and where was it? Let's be honest.
Like 19 and I don't fucking know.
What?
I don't remember. In a bed.
You have 8 seconds. You want to make it more
I said
juicy?
in a bed. I don't know what bed.
Okay,
Maybe
he had
mine,
sex in a bed.
Doubt it.
Okay, so exciting.
That was it?
That was it.
I have 3 seconds left.
Well, you want to add more to it?
Well, yeah, well, you give me a run for my money.
Okay. So he has sex in a... You want to?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't have a question to ask you, so 1,
shit.
2,
No.
3, here we go. No, so I will say this. I like your answers. I agree with you on Beyonce. Get rid of her ass.
You know what? Can I specify? The reason why I say that, I love her singing. I think she's great, but I don't like when she tries to rap. Okay? I love her singing. I think she has a great voice, but her rapping, like, I got hot sauce on my back. No, go away. Get out. I love Cardi B.
I hate hot sauce, first of all, so I wouldn't want that anyways.
Love you, Cardi B.
I do. Eventually, I'll get tired of her, too, because I'll be honest with you, I get tired of people who are overrated and always in my fucking ear.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can't turn one damn station on my damn radio without hearing them.
Like, if you're playing Beyonce in your car, like, with her rapping, I'm jumping out.
I would jump out, too. I can't do that. Well, her period. But, again, Cardi B will be like that in another 6 months for me, so I hope she come up with some new shit. And don't overplay at stations around here. Don't do that.
I just think she's funny.
Yeah, I like her personality. She's very good. She's very good. Okay, well, let's go ahead and drop your social media handles so people who are tuning in can follow you because they need to figure out more about this show that's coming out.
You do.
Face the Music. It's going to be big, and I want you to be able to share all that with them so they can share more with you and tune in and everything.
Okay.
So give it all to us.
Don't laugh at my personal Instagram. It is. Yes. I made it when I was like drunk or something.
He's crazy.
I'm ratchet.
When he was having sex in the bed for the first time.
Savage_life69.
Say it again one more time.
Savage SAVAGE _life LIFE 69. My professional page, which I don't have many followers on, I just started that recently, is MoVisuals. Oh, sorry, 2 underscores. MO__VISUALS.
Yep.
Spell visuals?
Yes, he spell visuals.
And then my Snapchat. That's where you'll see the funny shit. That's what you'll see what's going on in my life. That is Don't Touch My Hair. Get it? So don't touch. And then MAHER, my name Maher.
So also give your information for YouTube because that's where all the clips are at right now for Face the Music.
So my YouTube is basically the same as my professional Instagram except no underscores. It is MoVisuals. MoVisuals. You look that up and you'll see a picture of the name Face the Music. Click on that and you'll see a couple of previews of the show. A couple more than what we just showed.
Yes.
And maybe you'll see more depending on when we pitch the show to networks.
Yes.
Hopefully you'll see it on TV soon.
I'm excited to see the, maybe you guys won't see this, I'm sorry, but I'm excited to see the trailer myself.
Oh, I'm already working on it.
I know you are.
I sent you a couple previews.
You did.
What'd you think?
I loved it.
Is it lit?
I loved it.
It's lit.
The way it transitions is amazing. That's
you
all
had
I'll
your
say.
little scene in there at the beginning of the drama scene.
It made me sad.
Yeah, tearjerker.
Yeah.
You made me cry.
He does a good job transitioning, so you have the happy moments and the sad moments.
Well,
but the official trailer is going to be bomb.
It is going to be epic.
I cannot wait.
Yes.
Is there anything else, Mo? So I'll mess your name up again. Mo, is there anything else that you would like to say before we leave today? Because we had a very in-depth interview with you about everything production.
We did.
It was good.
Well, I just want to say thank you so much for this opportunity and having me on. Really, and seriously, I'm so excited that like you are helping me out with this project. You push me when I don't know what the hell to do. You are so organized when I'm not, and you have those contracts there for me when I don't have them. Release forms on deck, like in a vanilla. What's it called? Vanilla folder.
Manila.
A vanilla folder.
It tastes the same.
But yeah, and I can't wait for you guys to tune into the show. I hope everybody likes it. So stay tuned. I know it's been a long time coming, but we're wrapping up filming soon, so be on the lookout.
Yes, Face the Music. Make sure you follow him online. He has a lot more coming out that you guys are going to be so stoked for. So
Yes.
please follow him and leave him some feedback. Don't be
Please
afraid
do.
to give him comments or bash
Please
him out,
do.
because I bash him out all the time.
Yeah, he does.
In real life. So
He
go
does.
ahead and feel free. He loves
He calls
it.
me ugly. Fat. I'm just kidding.
Anyways, it has been a great show. Thank you all for tuning into the relaunch episode of Out the Box Radio Show. We will be back every Thursday.
Hopefully I'll be back.
Well, I'm not going to give too much away, but we will be having some artists come on the show to interview as well. That's a part of Face the Music. So you will get to hear some of their music that we'll play, a little bit of clips from their videos. You guys are going to be like, hold on for this because it's going to be dope. Okay?
It's going to be a bumpy ride.
Dope. So anyways, that's coming up soon, but every Thursday starting at 7 p.m. on radioonfire.com. Also on the Facebook and live stream if you have the free mobile app. It's free, so don't be hesitant to download it. Download the damn app. I have
free.
it.
You have no excuse.
No excuse. That's Out the Box Radio Show where we have no excuses, and we will see you next week.